Hello, it is me, Marla, and this is my October 2014 favorites video. I know it's a little late, but that's okay. I'm gonna get going right away because I have a lot of products that I want to share with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the Mia's or the Clarisonics, which are the really expensive handheld face brushes that just like scrub your face super clean. Well, a couple years ago came across the Olay version, obviously much smaller. It's only about maybe like 4 or 5 inches, and it has a smaller head on it, but this thing's only $20. So if you're like me, I have super sensitive skin. I can barely use face wash that has any sort of beads in it. It kind of like makes my face break out. So if you're not really sure what kind of reaction a Clarisonic or a Mia will have on your face, this may be something good to start with. It comes with a little tiny tube of Olay brand face moisturizer that you just kind of put on here. It takes AA batteries. It has 2 speeds, and I really like it. I don't use it every single day, but I do like it. I feel like it just really cleans my skin really well, especially on the areas where I seem to have really clogged pores, which is my nose and my chin. So again, this is by Olay. It's $20. You can get it at like CVS or Walgreens, where a lot of my stuff actually comes from. The next product I want to share with you, and I've started to realize this more and more as I like get ready with my friends before we go do something, and I see them putting their mascara on, and I'm ask them, where is their eyelash curler? Oh, I don't have one. Like, no. You have no idea the difference that an eyelash curler makes until you start using one. This is one that I have from Sephora. I don't remember how much I paid. Probably under $10. They have a bunch of different colors. I will show you how I use it. However, I do have mascara on already right now. But you want to get it pretty close to your skin. What I say is push down lightly. If it hurts, pull it out a little. And then, oops, okay. And then squeeze. Now, this is how a lot of people do it. The way that I learned is to go like this. So it makes your eye look really freaky, and I know a lot of people cannot handle that, so if you want to just do it this way, that's fine. Make sure to try to get all of your lashes. Squeeze fairly hard. Wait a few seconds. I don't know, sing happy birthday, your ABCs, whatever you want to do. And then release, and it curls. So typically this is something that you're going to use before you put on your mascara. But, you know, after your mascara dries completely, then go for it, do it again. You can see that it did make a bit of a difference here with compared to this one over here. So get one of these if you don't have one. The next product I want to show you is a white eyeliner pencil. This is by Wet n Wild. A really awesome beauty blogger, Candy Johnson. I actually got this from her. Something that you can do with white to make your eyes, your eyeball itself look bigger, is to line the inside of this lash right here. And you can do it on the top too. I typically just do it on the bottom. Ooh, this is difficult. Okay. So, hopefully you can tell the difference. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to see. There you can kind of tell. Yeah, there's a glare. Anyways, just trust me. Go buy it. It's like 99 cents. Wet n Wild, $1, probably $2. Walgreens, CVS, wherever. I really love to do products that are native to Austin, Texas, which is where I'm currently living. I've been here for 2 years now. This November is actually my 2-year anniversary. So one really cool company is called Rae Cosmetics, R-A-E. And Rochelle Ray is actually a really good friend of the company that I work for, Platinum Realty. Her makeup is really awesome because it's specific for really, if you're living in really hot weather. For instance, she had her grand opening downtown and I went to it, and crazy enough, on a really hot Austin day, her air conditioning went out in the store. But it gave them a really cool opportunity to showcase their makeup and actually say, look, our makeup works. You're sweating, we're still applying your makeup, and you look great. So This is the lip gloss that they have, which I have on now, but I also have lip gloss or lipstick on, so you can't really tell, but this is called Lucky Lips. I did and maybe I should do this tutorial, but I was Betty Boop for Halloween, and I will try to post a video in here somewhere. I'm new to this whole editing thing, so I'll try to do that. But I couldn't find my old red lipstick, so I went to my favorite Walgreens, because it's right there on the corner. And I got Rimmel. I'm not a professional reader, so I'm not really sure. The one with the little crown on top. Can kind of see it. And this is apparently the Kate brand of it. I'm really not sure. But it's number 10. It's not that super duper red, but it's still really, really red. That's what I'm going to call it. But it's called Lasting Finish by Kate. It's called Rosetto. It's red. Makes sense, right? I really like this. I felt like it did a really good job of staying on my lips. I didn't feel like I had to reapply it a lot. But this is only like $4 or $5. So if you don't want to spend a lot, there you go. The next item that I want to showcase is by Benefit. It's called What's Up. And it is a highlighter. And I've had it forever. This is how much I have left, and I've literally had it for like a year or two. And what I do is I just put a little bit right underneath my eyebrow, and I just kind of like rub it in a little, and it just kind of like lightens up right underneath your brow. So I really like this, and it lasts a really long time. So my whole deal is if I'm going to pay a lot for makeup, it's going to last me a while. Exhibit A. The next thing I have is Olay Complete Daily Moisturizer. Unless you have a super oily face and you know your face, I don't, need to tell you what to look for, But everyone should be using some sort of moisturizer. I don't like the really, really thick, heavy moisturizers on my face. This is a really good example of lightweight. I use a sensitive skin one. It doesn't have any fragrance. Foxy! For real? Licking her bowl, and it's like there's nothing there. Stop licking. Anyways, this has 15 SPF. It's really, really important. We only have one face. Don't get me wrong, I like to tan just like the rest of them, but when I'm not laying out, I'm protecting my face. So your makeup, your foundation, your moisturizer for your face, all of it needs to have some sort of SPF. This has 15. This is by Olay. I want to say this is around $10. I've been using it ever since my grandma passed away. We were going through all of her stuff, and she had a full thing of this, and I was like, well, I'll take it, I'll try it. I loved it. My grandma had some very beautiful, soft skin for an 80-year-old. If this is what she's been using, count me in. This is what I'm going to be using. Now, since we just talked about tanning, and I live in Texas right now, and it was like 50 degrees today, absolutely freezing. Yes, in Texas, you cannot lay out constantly. So one of my friends introduced me to this amazing stuff. It's by Nivea. It's called Sun Kissed Radiance. It's a tinted lotion for your body, and it's not all streaky and gross, and it's not all sudden. It even says gradually over time, you start to get a little darker day after day. Now, you're going to want to use this every single day. I can't promise you that once every 3 days is going to really make you notice a difference. You need to use it every day. That's why it says day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5. So anyways, over the course of the time, you'll want to use it. Now, I will recommend, because like any sun fake product, it's going to leave your hands a teeny bit orange. Now, I work out, so I do have some calluses. If you don't work out and you don't have calluses, you may not notice this as much. But I do tend to get just a little bit of orange, just kind of right along here, mainly. So my suggestion would be, after you put it all over your body, just wash your hands really good after, and you should be fine. That's my suggestion. And while we're on the topic of moisturizing, we talked about face, talked about body. I moisturize my skin after every single shower. I am head to toe lotioned up and ready to go. So just do that with your skin. I think people forget about their skin, and it's really important. Like I said, you only get one skin in your whole lifetime. And if you ruin it, what are you going to do? So keep it moisturized. You don't want to be all dry down here. You want to keep that moisture. Even if you don't feel like you have super dry skin, you're not all flaky, I still recommend it. It soaks right in. You're good to go. So this is Nivea. You can get it at Walgreens. And actually, they have the buy one, get one 50% off this too, because I think this is normally like $12 or something. Let's talk about hair, because you probably wash your hair too much. Just saying. You know your hair. However, I used to wash my hair every single day, and my hair has changed drastically for the better since I haven't been washing it every day. Now you're probably wondering, somebody who works out all the time, that's gross. They're not washing their hair every day. I'm not saying that I'm not getting it wet. I get in the shower and I rinse out, the product that I use that day. I rinse out the sweat and the grossness. And occasionally I'll use a little bit just on the top of my scalp up here if I really feel like I need it. But I definitely don't wash my hair every day. And another sweet little thing you may or may not be aware of is dry shampoo for instant hair freshness. This is by Batiste. And it's called Sassy and Daring. It actually kind of has a scent to it. Now, I'm not going to spray this on my hair right now because it's going to be hard for me to show you. But you want to shake it up really, really well. And when the directions say to hold it 30 centimeters, however far away that is, maybe a foot, I don't know, keep it out to about here. Because what you're going to have to do and what you're going to notice is it's going to make your hair like white for a minute. So what you're going to have to do is take your hands and just kind of like rub it in like you're washing your hair. So what's so difficult? And you just kind of rub it in until that whiteness is gone. If you've ever been told to use baby powder in your hair, if your hair is extra oily and greasy because maybe you haven't washed it or whatever the case may be, this is the same effect. So use whatever you want. They also offer types for certain colors of hair. Like I have one for darker hair. It does get my fingers kind of brown after I rub it all in. So just make sure you're washing your hair or washing your hands after. One more actual beauty product, and then I have some other fun things that I want to show you. So I've been using this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It's called the Lifter. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 primer and foundation. And so you can kind of see that the foundation is swirled within this white or this clear primer. I just bought a new bottle. This stuff lasts a really, really long time. At least that's been my thing. I'm not big into foundation. I don't like putting a lot of that on my face. I don't like the thickness that I feel like sometimes foundation gives you. I don't feel like this gives you that at all. And honestly, the only areas that I use it are, so after I put my NARS primer on that I talked about in September, put on the NARS primer, and then I use this, and I just put it on these two fingers, and I rub it right underneath my eyes, above, like, in my eye creases, like between my lashes and my eyebrows, over here, so from like here up and around, and then I'll put it down here and around. That's pretty much it. Because these are the areas for me that start to lose makeup throughout the day. So I'm extra priming, extra foundationing those areas. If I'm really in the mood, or if I am, like I know I'm going to be going out and I want to make sure that my makeup's going to stay, I'll put this all over my face, and I just use my fingers. I know some people use the little spongy things. I have that too. I feel like it takes too long. This is around $12 or $13. You can get it pretty much anywhere where makeup's sold. So this is what it looks like. And I use medium beige. And it's fairly dark, so, judge how you wish. So, some of you may be aware of Kendra Scott Jewelry. Well, guess what? She's another local Austin artist turned jewelry maker. So, I recently got these, and I wear them all the time. They are adorable, and you can buy her products online. She also has maybe like 6 or 7 stores, not everywhere, but you can definitely buy them online. I highly recommend you get on her mailing list because she's always offering 15% off, 20% off, and then on your birthday month, and I think you may have to go into the store for this, but you get 50% off one item in the store. This was my birthday gift to myself. So, check these out. She's got a ton of really cute jewelry. These are kind of the mini version. She has a bigger version. She also has this shape as well. And this, just to give you an example of size, this one's a lot smaller. These are pretty heavy. So if you don't like really heavy earrings, I would go with all the smaller versions of all of these, the minis. Something really cool a couple summers ago, my good friend Carol came into town and she was like, hey, you know all those really cool hair ties that are super expensive? We should make some. And I was like, absolutely, let's do it. So we went to a local craft store and we got what's called fold over elastic. So if you go in with this, they may not know, so that's the exact terminology that you need to use. Go in and buy a bunch of it, and it's kind of pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but it's cheaper than actually paying. Like, I've seen these for like $5 for one, even $1. Like, that's just too much. I'll make my own. So you can make them in all different sizes, and you tie them. I think there's probably something online that tells you how to do it. I kind of just did trial and error. And they do kind of stretch over time. So I have this cool brown one, purple one that kind of has some ruching a little bit on the side, and then this one's kind of fun. It's like a giraffe print. It's like pink and orange. So you can make these. One of my coworkers and I today, she was talking about making them. I was like, oh yeah, I've already done that. Told her exactly what to go do. So hey, some people have the same ideas as you. So I mentioned taking care of your skin, taking care of your hair, taking care of your face skin and your body skin, but I want to talk about the insides. So I want to talk about the multivitamin and the oil supplement that I take every day. I know that fish oil is a really big thing, but here's the problem for me, is that it makes me super gassy. Let's just go there right now. Tootin' and burping, and when I'm burping up nasty fish oil taste, and it's disgusting. So me being the person that I am, I did all my research. And I said, okay, some people are taking flaxseed oil. Some people are taking the fish oil. What's better? What's worse? What should I do? What should I take? I don't want to deal with gross fishy burps anymore. So I use flaxseed oil, and I don't burp, and I'm not gassy, so this is a good supplement for that. I take one every morning. This is 1,300 milligrams. It says take one soft gel 2 times daily with meals, so you should probably take it in the evening too. I don't always take it. And then also getting a woman's 1-a-day daily vitamin. I know that there's a lot of vitamin stores out there that preach at you that you need to be taking all these other vitamins. Well, I've had a friend, an old boss, who worked at GNC, and he told me that all you really need to do is take a daily women's 1-a-day. Take of that what you wish. If you are happy with the 700 multivitamins that you take twice a day, keep on keeping on. But I'm going to take this advice, and I have the Walgreens brand. Nothing wrong with it. Same stuff, just different label. I don't really care. And I take one of these once a day too. And I highly recommend eating a little something before you take that stuff, because there have been days where I forgot to eat something before I took it and I almost puked. So that's just what multivitamins do. They're giving you a bunch of things really quickly, and if your stomach isn't like ready for that, then you can kind of get a little bit of an upset stomach. So you can get these things at Walgreens. Those are my October favorites, and my name is Marla, and I will be posting a thrifting video soon. And if you have any questions about these products or where I got them, just let me know. Comment below.